2 live bugs unfixed in 2 libraries that are probably on your disk. 2 models off the same shelf, the top one and the budget one. On the second bug, they opened the same file, went to the same line, and typed the same missing word. So what is the expensive one for? It is the 13th of August, and this is the AI code report. Still no cross-lab fight. The other side is locked out of its quota until the 18th of this month, so today it is Opus 5 versus Sonnet 5. High effort on both, one plan, prompts identical to the byte, a clean checkout each. Premium tier versus budget tier, which is the decision most people are really making. Round 1. Go-YAML. 2,200 stars, and when a Go program on your machine opens a config file, this is very often the thing opening it. Issue 916. Filed 4 days ago. 0 replies, nobody assigned, and the right-hand panel makes it official. Not one branch, not one pull request. Here is the entire bug. Hand the library a number. Ask it to write that number down. Then ask it to read its own handwriting back. In plain terms, you save a spreadsheet, you open it again, and the price column has quietly turned into text. Nothing crashed. Nothing warned you. The number just stopped being a number. 1e plus 20 goes in as a float. It comes back out as a string. And the reason is almost funny. This library only calls a value a float when it can see a dot in it, and scientific notation does not have one. So before either model started, 33 checks, derived only from what the report says, public functions only, and picking no winner between the 2 halves of the library. A clean checkout scores 20 out of 33. Both agents receive the same single-line instruction, each in a repository clone of its own. Go. 3 minutes and 2 seconds for the flagship. 2:51 for the cheap one. Nobody is winning a race here. Then you look at where they landed. 1 file, 1 function. The identical spot in the identical switch statement. Each wrote a small private helper. Each slotted the new branch in ahead of the octal case. 33 out of 33. Both of them. So I went looking for daylight. 24 inputs, the horrible ones included. 2 different helpers, 24 identical answers. Then I ran each model's tests against the other one's build. Nothing failed in either direction. Round 2, in a language this channel has never once touched. YamlDotNet. 2,800 stars, the library.net picks up whenever something has to read YAML. Issue 1115. Also open, also 0 comments, also no pull request. Filed by somebody who noticed something very small. YAML has a way of saying explicitly, the thing that follows is text. Write one of those, leave it empty, switch on the library's guess the type helper, and your empty piece of text becomes nothing at all. Which is a strange thing for a helper to do because you already told it. Saying so out loud is the entire point of that syntax. And here is the tell. Write the same empty block the other way, with a greater than sign instead of a pipe, and it behaves perfectly. Same emptiness, 2 spellings, one of them broken. 31 checks this time, again written before anybody ran. Clean checkout, 20 out of 31. Same prompt, same start, 103 seconds against 97. 1 line each. In the library itself, 1 single line each. That guard is a list of the styles that are explicitly text. Single quoted, double quoted, folded. Whoever wrote the list left the 4th one off, and nobody has caught it since. Both models put the missing word back. 1 file, 1 line, 1 token, in both cases. I diffed the 2 library patches against each other, and the diff came back empty, matching hashes. So if the fix is character for character identical, what did the extra money buy? 31 out of 31, both. Where they actually differ is underneath. 7 new test cases against 1. 2 rounds, 2 ecosystems, 64 checks written before either model saw the code. 64 out of 64 each. On the clock, the budget tier came in ahead on both rounds. 16 seconds across the entire episode, which is close enough to nothing. On volume, it is a landslide. Count the inserted lines. Opus added 163. Sonnet added 87, 10 new tests against 3. Nearly double the code for behavior that a 24-input probe cannot tell apart. So, the honest read is this. The fix was the same. The suite around the fix was not, and somebody has to maintain both of them for years. Which one are you merging? Tell me below. This has been the AI Code Report, and I will see you in the next one.